One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Spring into adventure this month at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. We have a great selection of new Chevys on our lot, including over 30 new Trailblazers. And right now, you can get a new 2024 Trailblazer with $500 customer cash. Or get a new 2024 Silverado 1500 with up to $11,500 off MSRP. Plus no payments for 90 days on select new 2024 Chevy models. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball!
It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good morning from Sager Memorial Field for the AAA Region 2 Game 2 of a best-of-3 series between Martinsburg and Jefferson in high school baseball action. Our pregame show brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. Colin McLaughlin here. Alongside me is Trip Tobin. Dylan Bishops, our on-site producer. Cameraman's Aiden Sensible. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini as we get ready for Game 2 between the Bulldogs and the Cougars. Do a quick recap of yesterday's Game 1, which is a 1-0 game for Martinsburg, getting the win off 4 hits. Jefferson only getting the 2 hits. And Trip, the main storyline for yesterday was Carson Buber on the mound going the distance of 7 innings. Only walked 2. Gave up those 2 hits, but 11 strikeouts for him as he improves to 10-0 on the season.
Yeah, I mean, we've watched Martinsburg play, and a lot of games we watched Jefferson play, and we expected, Buber to be pretty good, but just to completely shut down Jefferson on the 3rd time, and I mean, mid-game it just felt like that, that he was just getting stronger, and that there, Jefferson just wasn't going to be able to get on the board, and they did square up a couple balls, Gary, lined out here and there, to center, and, a couple balls got caught, line drive back to the pitcher, so they did find some, square a couple balls up, but Martinsburg, at the end, ended up with the 2 timely hits with 2 outs. That was a difference in the game where we might still be playing.
You mentioned that line drive straight to the pitcher that eventually actually hit the throwing hand of Carson Buber. He has that finger taped today and still not feeling 100% with that. Therefore, he will be at second base today for the Bulldogs, as on the mound it will be Lane DeLauder going up against Riley Morgan on the Jefferson side of things. Let's take a look around the rest of the state. Had some regional games yesterday. In Region 1, it was Bridgeport getting a 2-1 win against Morgantown. In Region 4, it was Cabell Midland getting a 3-1 victory against Ripley. And then Game 1 in Region 3 is today between Oak Hill at George Washington. That's the baseball roundup brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly. Rock's will step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from the head coaches of Jefferson and Martinsburg, John Lowry Sr. and Aaron Byler. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team, with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back here to Sager Memorial Field for Game 2 of the best-of-3 series between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Martinsburg already holds a 1-0 series lead after yesterday's 1-0 victory. It's now time for the coaches' interviews, brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road, online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons will start off with the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, John Lowry Sr., followed by Martinsburg's head coach, Aaron Byler. I'm now joined by the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, John Lowry Sr. Coach, your team unfortunately takes a 1-0 loss yesterday. When you were sitting down talking with your team, very passionate. Care to share anything that you said to them after that ball game?
Well, we certainly played well. We pitched well. I mean, you couldn't pitch any better than what Cohen did for us. You got to tip your hat to Martinsburg, and Carson. He threw extremely well too. I mean, he throws everything with the same arm speed, and he's able to locate, and he's really effective. He's not particularly overpowering, but he can command his pitches, and he can locate. And just a little frustrating with us, some of the pitches that we swung at, some of the pitches that we take, that may be our approach, but I'm sure he had something to do with that to throw our timing off. But we're a young team, and we've got to understand that you work all your life to have an opportunity to play in games like that with the crowd we had there, which was a great high school crowd, and let's step up to it. Sometimes I think we we get away from the process and we can become result oriented, where if you stay with the process, hopefully the results will come. And that's the kind of thing we were talking to them about, just trying to stay with the process, stay in the moment, and we just got to play better offensively against them. I think we've scored 1 run in 3 games against them. Now, I know they're good, but I don't know that they're quite that good if we can't score some runs. You can see we can defend, we can pitch, but we got to find a way to put some numbers on the scoreboard.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No. Got a great day of play, and I know it's a big day for Martinsburg. Hey, couldn't get any better if you're a high school kid. Play a game at noontime, graduate from high school in the evening. So, looking forward to it, and hopefully we maybe get a chance to chat tomorrow.
All right, best of luck today, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach, your team gets a 1-0 win yesterday, puts you one win closer to Charleston. What was your overall thoughts about yesterday's performance?
I mean, I thought it was a great high school baseball game. You know, you get to the regional series, and I think when you look at around the state with the Bridgeport beating Morgantown 2-1, and Cabell beating Ripley 3-1, and us beating Jefferson 1-0. You know, that's what kind of regional baseball is all about. And I thought Carson Buber went out there and just had a phenomenal effort. You can't say enough about what he did, and we were fortunate enough to string back-to-back hits together and get out of there with a 1-0 victory and be able to play free and easy today, up 1-0 in the series.
You guys will go with Lane DeWater out on the mound today. What's your expectation for him?
You know, Lane's been great. You know, he's thrown the baseball well all year. He's pitched in big games before. We expect him to go out, pound the zone, and just continue to do what he's doing.
And on their side, it looks like they're going to be going with Riley Morgan out on the mound to get a start from him. What's the approach that you're going to take against Riley?
You know, we're going to keep the same approach we've had against everybody. You know, try to get ourselves in hitters' counts. You know, try to work the count, see if we can get a couple free bases, move them over, hit them in. You know, we're not going to change anything as far as that goes.
Anything else, Coach?
Thanks.
Thank you. Best of luck.
That was our coaches' interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons will step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get you the starting lineups for Martinsburg and Jefferson. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We welcome you back to Seger Memorial Field. So we're almost ready for Game 2 of the AAA Region 2 Championship Series between Martinsburg and Jefferson will get you today's weather, brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Right now here in Shenandoah Junction, sunny skies, 78 degrees outside, and it'll get warmer. High of 83 expected throughout this game, so 15 hours out of yesterday's game at Martinsburg. We're ready for Game 2 as the field's being lined and set. First pitch about 7 or 8 minutes away. We'll get you the starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. First for the visiting Martinsburg Bulldogs, leading off the center fielder number 25, Isaac Grove, batting second. The second baseman today, number 5, Carson Buber, batting third. At shortstop, number 24, Braden Oviedo, batting fourth. And playing right field, number 7, Christian Alter, batting fifth. The third baseman, number 8, Ben Reisenweber, batting sixth. The designated hitter, number 3, Owen Rupenthal, batting seventh. Catching, number 20, Braden Edwards, batting eighth. The first baseman, number 27, Jameer Brown, batting ninth for Martinsburg. The left fielder, number 2, Keegan Everhart. Doing the pitching for the Martinsburg Bulldogs is number 18, Lane DeWater. Martinsburg 32-2 overall, coached by Aaron Byler, and up 1-0 in this series. Now for Jefferson, leading off for the Cougars, the shortstop, number 47, Naya Dominguez, batting second. The designated hitter, number 17, Liam Healy, batting third. The first baseman, number 31, Surf Guerra, batting fourth. At third base, number 11, Alex Danner, batting fifth. The pitcher, number 27, Riley Morgan, batting sixth. Playing in left field, number 9, Cole Lewis, batting seventh. In right field, number 22, Brady Roberts, batting eighth. At second base, number 7, Ty Vickers, batting ninth. In center field, number 2, Sam Hefner. The DH is for the catcher, number 3, Cole Smith. That's your starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring, as the starting lineups now being exchanged by John Lowry Sr., Jefferson's head coach, and Aaron Byler, the head coach of Martinsburg. The 4-man umpire crew today for this Region 2 game. Trip, I know one man is kind of facing back, so you can't see his face, but can you make out who the 4 umpires are for this afternoon's game?
Yeah, we got Don Tapley behind the plate. It looks like that Rick Alderman's going to be on third. Dave Boyd's going to be at second. And Jeff King looks like he'll be at first if they disperse in the way they're standing. Definitely Don Tapley behind the plate. He's got the gear on. And looks like from left to right, of course, is Alderman, Boyd, and King.
Good crowd coming out here as some students got at a school from Jefferson making their way over. A few fans on both sides as well for this one. Starting battery is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777. Visit their Facebook page. It's Riley Morgan on the mound and Cole Smith behind home plate for Jefferson. For Martinsburg, it's Lane DeWater on the mound and Braden Edwards behind the plate for the Bulldogs. It's Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Alongside me is Trip Tobin, our on-site producers Dylan Bishop. Aiden Sensabal's our cameraman. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. Big day today for Martinsburg as they have this game today, and then the 9 seniors tonight will be graduating. So at Coburn Field, 7 p.m. graduation. We'll have coverage of that for those that want to tune in on TV 10, as well as our WRNR TV YouTube page. So congratulations to everybody graduating around the Eastern Panhandle this week. Trip, any thoughts for today's game, or any thoughts that you didn't get to say from yesterday's contest?
No, I mean, still can't get over how well, both guys pitched in such a pressure situation. Neither pitcher ended up with any run support, so every pitch mattered. You couldn't waste a pitch. To ask that out of a 17, 18-year-old young man is just a lot to ask out of 90-plus pitches to spot every pitch and try not to make any mistakes. Both these defenses are phenomenal. Catchers are really well. Don't run really well. Can't run really well against them. You need the other team to make a mistake. Tonight, Martinsburg coming in, has hit the ball better and put up more runs throughout the year. And Jefferson, as we've heard Coach Lowry say throughout the year, they need to put more runs on the board. So, that's going to be the tail of the tape here. Can Jefferson get some runs on the board? And if they can, put Martinsburg in a little bit of a panic mode. Or is Martinsburg going to continue its dominance of one-run games all year long? And, you keep it close, looks like it favors Martinsburg generally. They win the close games, but, at some point in time, Martinsburg's offense is going to have to, put some runs on the board as well and give Lane some run support. And so it's just going to come down to these two offenses and if they can figure out, these pitching staffs.
As you kind of just touched on, in the 3 meetings, Jefferson's only scored 1 run against Martinsburg. However, if memory serves me well, I think it was said last night that Carson Buber's been the starter in each of those 3 games. So this is the first time that Jefferson will be seeing somebody out on the mound other than Carson Buber, I believe, unless in Game 1 here, I can't remember if anybody came in relief or not. I don't think so.
No, and there's really not even a book from last year because if you remember correctly, last year Michael Lupus actually pitched both games against Jefferson. So Martinsburg has shown Jefferson 2 pitchers in 5 games. So tonight's going to be, the first time in 2 years that Jefferson has seen someone other than Lupus or Buber on the mound, and so going to be interesting to see how they handle Lane DeLauder. Lane DeLauder pitched against them last year in the regional, got a win. So very similar situation here. Regional again, Lane DeLauder against Jefferson in a regional matchup.
Martinsburg with the orange hats, the black bill with the black block M on the front, outlined in white, the road gray uniforms with the orange name, Martinsburg across the front, orange numbers on the back, outlined in black, the orange belt, gray pants with the black stripe down the side. For Jefferson, the white hats with the Jefferson Cougar baseball logo on the front, the maroon bill, the gold jerseys with the Cougars written on the front in maroon, outlined in white. The maroon numbers on the back also outlined in white. The white pants with the black stripe down the side for Jefferson, as both teams' starting lineups are being called out here for the Bulldogs and the Cougars. Martinsburg again with a 1-0 series lead here in the best 2 out of 3, trying to win it today and claim Region 2 as theirs and head to Charleston for the state tournament. Jefferson trying to force a Game 3, and if they do so, that would take place tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Martinsburg's P.O. Faulkner Park. For now, we'll step aside, take a 3-minute break, make it a 3-minute break back to the studio, Nick, for us. And on the other side of that break, we'll have first pitch between Jefferson and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com. If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team, with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
gift. Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to Seger Memorial Field as the pregame festivities has concluded, and it's almost time for first pitch of Game 2 here in the AAA Region 2 Championship Series between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Our top of the first inning will be brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880 as we watch the warm-up here of Riley Morgan getting the start for Jefferson today. And I don't know how many starts he's had this year. He was hurt at the beginning of the season, which kind of forced him to do more in the field, in the batter's box, and not on the mound.
Yeah, he had an ulnar nerve repaired there last year, and started the season not able to pitch. Threw a couple innings here and there, and in the last few weeks of the season was able to get a few starts, a couple wins, and he really racked up the strikeouts when he was in there. So averaged about 2 strikeouts per inning when you look at his stat line, and so he is a phenomenal guy who misses not just the barrel but misses the bat altogether. Coming from the left side, slows the run game down a little, holds the run game down a little bit, which is big. Fields his position well, so bunting and running against him is going to be difficult, and that's something Martinsburg likes to do, so that aspect of the game he can control. So he has got a curveball that you've seen it there in the warm-up that breaks late, dives on it, falls off the table. So got a great defense behind him, and, when he doesn't get the strikeouts, he's got an opportunity with those guys behind him, to make those outs. So I expect another game where, we're not going to see a tremendous amount of runs, unless, one of these pitchers were to have, an uncharacteristic inning or something.
Looks like this will be Riley Morgan's 6th start of the season. He is 4-0 on the year, also has a save, only given up 15 hits, 7 runs, 5 of them earned. Struck out 63, gave up 13 base on balls, and has an ERA of 1.08.
63 strikeouts in how many innings?
I didn't look at the total number of innings. As first pitch swung on and missed by Isaac Grill. First pitch brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them at 304-263-4343 or stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Next pitch, called a strike, so an 0-2 count to Grill. I'll try to get how many innings Morgan has
seems like
pitched.
Full season numbers.
Looks like 32 1/3.
Sure, yeah.
The 0-2 swung on and missed. 3 straight strikes for out number 1 to start off Riley Morgan's day with a strikeout. It's now up to bat for Martinsburg's Carson Buber.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That was a good morning, good afternoon, good night, right?
Quick work on the mound for Morgan. Now we'll see Carson Buber. It's the first pitch to him. He lines down the left field line. Is it fair? No. Just foul for strike one.
The ball just missed. Curveball that broke in, and Buber was able to get a barrel on it. Started him with the curveball with the plate, broke in, and found the barrel, and just went foul down there for what would have been a one-out double. So he didn't miss by much. It was a line down there, but turned out just to be a strike on the board. 0-1 count.
The 0-1 pitch from Morgan. Big swing and a miss for strike two from Buber.
Come up and in with the fastball, so he's thrown 5 straight strikes to start the game.
And he's ready to go with the 0-2 count. One down already on a strikeout as this one fouled off. Straight back from Carson Buber to keep the count at 0-2.
The fence wouldn't have been there. It would have got Doug Allen right in the noggin as Springville's assistant coach sits over there right behind the plate.
The 0-2 fastball that tails away, so the count now 1-2.
First ball of the inning after 6 straight strikes.
Morgan working quickly on the bump. Here comes the 1-2 to Buber. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. It's out number 2 as Buber goes down swinging.
Fastball up after a couple curveballs. Then it looked like a changeup or something away. Then he went fastball up and away. He got him there. So last night's the only person with an extra base hit last night is Ovie, excuse me.
Yep, Oviedo up to bat for Martinsburg. He lets the first pitch go by. It's strike one. He got a double. Then later came home to score that lone run in yesterday's win for the Bulldogs. The next pitch outside for a ball. The count 1-1, and that was the 19th double of the season for Oviedo, which gives him the all-time record for Martinsburg.
Yeah, he's had a great year at the plate.
1-1 breaking ball that freezes Oviedo for strike two. Both strikes come from that breaking ball from Morgan as he tries to strike out the side now with the 1-2 count.
Yeah, he's staying away from Ovie. He keeps setting up outside farther and farther.
This one misses outside. It's ball 2.
So they have done a curveball away that broke over the outside. A fastball over the outside for just missed.
2-2. Fastball that stays high. The count now full to Oviedo. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on top of the first. Scoreless between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Riley Morgan for the Cougars sets. The payoff pitch to Oviedo. It's a fly ball to center field. Backing up is Sam Hefner. And he makes the catch for out number 3.
I don't think he got a good read on it. Come breaking in, then he had to retreat. So at first looks like it might have been got through him, but it went out there a good 375. So good wood on that one, but nothing to show for as Riley Morgan has a great first inning. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, 3 up, 3 down go the Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom of the first on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Welcome back. We're headed to the bottom of the first, which is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Ack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com. After Martinsburg goes 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first, it's Jefferson's turn to step up to the plate against Lane DeWater for the Bulldogs.
Lane out there standing tall on the mound. Got his college coach here, Doug Little, is watching on as he's taking a look at this freshman pitcher coming in next year to Potomac State. Also taking a good hard look at some of these other guys out here, including Morgan. So lots of talent in this game. JUCO right now is his JUCO program is one of the best in the state, if not nationally. So got Coach Doug Little in the house.
Lane DeWater stats so far on the mound. This will be his 12th start. He's pitched exactly 52 innings. He is 6-1 on the season. Gave up 57 hits, 31 runs, 25 of them earned. Struck out 56. Has walked 20. Has an ERA of 3.365.
The shortstop, number 47, Naya
Dominguez steps up to the plate. The leadoff for Jefferson. First pitch from DeWater. Misses high for ball one to begin the bottom of the first.
Dominguez, freshman, had a great defensive game last night. Didn't have a lot to show for offensively as far as scoring any run, but he was on base the first two times and was two of the three base runners that Jefferson had up to the fifth inning or so.
1-0 missed for a ball to make it 2-0, and then the 2-0 comes in for a strike to make the count 2 balls and 1 strike to Dominguez. And now the 2-1 pitch from Lane is a ground ball to the second baseman, Buber. He'll softly toss it over to first base. Almost had Brown have to step off the bag, but he's able to lunge out, make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, got that sore finger up there. We're not 100% sure what he's going through, but didn't put a lot of zip on that. So it actually kind of sailed a little bit when he kind of lobbed at Liam Healy to the plate. Didn't see him yesterday. Today he's the DH.
Yep, he squares the bunt, and he hits it over into the Martinsburg dugout for strike 1.
Sophomore and Healy, I believe. Maybe a junior, but I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore here. So another young man in the lineup.
It's an 0-1 count with 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is lined to the second baseman over the head of Buber into right field for a single for Healy.
And there you know why he's in the lineup tonight.
Now up to bat for Jefferson, big freshman Surf Guerra. Surf leads the area in home runs. He has 5 so far this season.
A very large specimen there at the plate. Generates power through strength and bat speed.
First pitch from DeWater misses outside to Surf Guerra for ball 1.
Hard to get the fastball by him. Good eye at the plate. He's one of the better hitters in the EPAC this year as a freshman.
1-0. Low for ball 2.
Great job by Braden Edwards keeping that ball in front, keeping Liam Healy at first. Last night, Edwards did a phenomenal job catching.
Pickoff attempt, not in time over at first base. Healy slides in safe. Surf with a hitter's count, 2-0. Up to bat for Jefferson. DeWater sets for Martinsburg. Looks over his back shoulder at the runner at first. Wind-up kick and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Count now 2-1 to Guerra.
Ball that moved in there. Moved a little bit there, down by inner half of the plate, down by Surf's knees. Tough pitch for anybody to hit, especially a power hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike. Wind up and the pitch out of the stretch is a grounder right back to DeWater. He looks around, goes to second for 1, over to first, and 2. A double play ends the inning 6-4-3. At the end of 1, it remains scoreless here between Jefferson and Martinsburg. We're headed to the second after this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Seger Memorial Field. We're headed to the top of the second, brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. A nice place to do business. Quick correction, that double play was actually 1-6-3 for those 2 outs to end the bottom of the first. Kind of rolls off the tongue easier when you say 6-4-3, but it was 1-6-3.
The ball's hit right back to Lane. He turned, and he was standing tall on that mound. And he had to turn and throw. Sometimes that's a tough throw because you're on uneven ground. He did throw it a little bit low, but Oviedo, plenty of time as the ball's hit right back to the pitcher. Garrett, not known for his speed. Oviedo gathered in, made sure of the out, then threw across for the double play.
4, 5, 6 batters up for Martinsburg, and it's Christian Alter in the 4-hole. First pitch from Morgan misses for ball 1 to start off the top of the second.
Morgan had a great first inning.
1-0 is fouled off the end of the bat of Alter over to the right. Make the count now 1-1.
In the trees.
Alter with the RBI single yesterday to get Martinsburg the lone run, which was enough for the win. It's the 1-1 pitch from Morgan. Misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Alter. Morgan sets. Wind up and the delivery. Another foul ball. This time it's over off the net and on top of the Jefferson dugout. Even up the count at 2 apiece to Alter. Riley Morgan adjusts his hat on top of his head before the 2-2 pitch. Alter steps back in the box. Here comes the 2-2, and it's a fastball high and away. Count now full at 3-2. Wind blowing in from the outfield and kind of swirling around here where we are behind home plate. The payoff pitch. Popped foul by Alter to stay alive.
Alter with the game-winning RBI last night. With the game-winning RBI the game before that in sectionals.
Yes.
So, Mr. Excitement here.
He fouls off another one.
Ball had a little run on it. It looked like it kind of rose a little bit. Had some backspin on it, or top spin on it. As looks like Riley flipped his wrist there. Got some velocity on that pitch.
Another 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. So Alter leads off the top of the second with a walk. Now up to bat will be Ben Reisenweber for Martinsburg.
Once again, they're wearing the Team Aaron shirts here as Ben comes to the plate. Aaron Reisenweber, his mother, tuned in. Aaron, we love you, we miss you, and we're praying for you. And you heard last night she's in the hospital.
Yep, Ben fouls off the first pitch as he squared up the bunt, strike 1. We know 1 through 9 in this Martinsburg lineup can and will bunt if necessary. And after last night's 1-0 ball game, we know runs will be hard to come by most likely again today.
Yeah, these 2 defenses and pitching staffs are going to make it real hard to put crooked numbers on the board. Real quick, back to Aaron. They're wearing the T-shirts that said "Nobody in this family fights alone." So we're fighting with you, Aaron, and we're sitting here watching Ben. I'm glad we could bring this broadcast to you, and hope it brings some joy to you today, as you can't be with us.
Another throw over to first, not in time. Reisenweber squares to bunt again. It's up the first baseline and foul, so to count 0-2 to Ben Reisenweber.
Going to have to redeem himself here a little bit. Not able to get the sacrifice down. Again, Martinsburg going to have a tough time running on Morgan. Velo to the plate's good. Cole Smith behind the plate has showed he can throw runners out this year.
No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Pop up, foul by Reisenweber to keep the count at 0-2. Get that pitch count higher and higher for Riley Morgan. That might be the key to Martinsburg's success today, is trying to get him out of this one as quickly as possible. And this 0-2 pitch is a high fly ball to right field. Jogging forward is Roberts. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, good designated hitter, number 3, Owen Rubenthal.
So that sits down to Reisenweber now up to bat. The designated hitter, Owen Rubenthal, with 1 out. Runner on first, top of the second. Scoreless between Jefferson and Martinsburg.
Yeah, Ben was wanting to, get the sacrifice down there. Lefties are hard. He's tough. Morgan's tough to bunt on. The ball moves. Those curveballs comes from the left side. Both those pitches were kind of up on his own just a little bit, but still strikes, it looked like. So another tough ball to bunt, but.
First pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1 to Rubenthal.
Seen Jefferson last night miss an opportunity on the bunt and, a failed opportunity. So little things like that have been made the difference, and it will make the difference in some of these games if.
One big swing and a miss for strike 2 from Owen.
Will make a big difference when it comes down to these 1-2 run ball games as Riley Morgan is working quick. He's dealing.
Set up outside, the 0-2 runner goes. It's outside for a ball. The throw, not in time, and Alter takes second.
Yeah, it's close play. Great throw by Cole Smith. The one hop right on the spot. Dominguez laid the tag down, let it travel, and just a great some speed there by Alter, showing some speed.
1-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 2. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Riley Morgan. Sits down Owen Rubenthal for out number 2 here in the top of the second.
He nibbled and nibbled out there, and he got the call. Lefty on lefty, Rubenthal on Morgan. And Morgan ran that left-handed fastball out in the outer half of the plate for Rubenthal, which would be in the right-handed batter's box. But got the call from Tapley there. And great pitch.
That'll bring up the catcher for Martinsburg, Braden Edwards, with 2 outs, runner on second. Left-handed sophomore steps up against Riley Morgan. The first pitch stays high for ball 1.
One of the guys got a hit last night. Leads Martinsburg in home runs, or at least shares that lead, I believe. And
yes, with Ovi.
Has a grand slam to his name.
1-0. Soft grounder over to the shortstop, almost hit Alter, the base runner. Throw to first from Dominguez in time to sit down Edwards and end this top of the 7th. It's Martinsburg strands 1 at third. We're headed to the bottom of the second after this 1-minute break. Still scoreless between Jefferson and Martinsburg. This is high school playoff baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back here to Sager Memorial Field as we enter the bottom of the second inning, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Due up for the Jefferson Cougars, the 4-5-6 batters, Danner, Morgan, Lewis. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. Alongside me is Tripp Tobin, the manager of the Post 14 Hornets. Our on-site producer is Dylan Bishop. Aiden Sensible is our cameraman. Back in the studio is Nick Verzolini. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series between these two cross-county rivals in Region 2. Martinsburg holds the 1-0 series advantage, picking up a 1-0 victory at home yesterday. So if Martinsburg wins today, they are the Region 2 champs. We'll head to Charleston for the state tournament Jefferson wins, it'll force a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow at P.O. Faulkner Park. 7 p.m. pitch for that one.
Yeah, right now we're seeing replicating what we've seen last night. A lot of zeros on the boards. A lot of pitchers are getting after it again today. Defenses are playing well. We're seeing double plays, strikeouts. Some just really good baseball here.
Danner steps up against DeLauder. The first pitch is a breaking ball called strike one. Little slider there from Lane.
He's got that get-me-over slider.
Now he goes to the fastball, gets Danner to chase low, swing and a miss for strike two.
Danner's has, you hear people yelling, relax. He's offered a couple of pitches that, offered a few pitches in this series that
probably take back.
Yeah.
Put nicely.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, the 0-2 in the dirt. It's a ball. Didn't get him to chase that time. A 1-2 count to Danner. Lane gets the ball back as it slowly trickled up the first baseline away from his catcher, Braden Edwards. Edwards, a sophomore, behind the plate for Martinsburg, is caught. Now 35 games for the Bulldogs as the 1-2 just outside for ball two.
Yeah, just missed there. Did you hear the Martinsburg fanfare yelling both ways as earlier Rubenthal took one on the outer half for a strike, so, but in these tight ball games you'll definitely get as he strikes out.
Yeah, he fooled Danner with that breaking ball in the 2-2, swing and a miss for strike three. The first strikeout of the day for Lane DeLauder.
Yeah,
that one kind of handcuffed him.
Handcuffed him totally. Even if he gets a piece of that, it's not going to get much of it. It was a weak swing that totally fooled him.
Brings up Riley Morgan as the first pitch, low and in off the dirt and away from Edwards. It's ball one to Morgan. We'll get a new baseball exchanged for Lane DeLauder.
Both pitchers are looking like they're commanding their stuff pretty well.
1-0. Kind of behind Morgan as that one, maybe a announcer's curse there from Tripp. He says good control as that one slipped from Lane and almost took out the head of Riley Morgan. Now we'll have a timeout called to go check on Lane. Pitching coach Kurt Zarnecki goes out to talk with his pitcher and DeLauder.
Going out and have a talk with him on that pitch as it got away, and I think he was I don't think he was very happy with the umpire on that one call. Maybe that's what he's telling him. Hey, maybe that frustrated him. I don't know, but he didn't show much. He didn't show much emotion on the mound. He kept his mound presence. So, but you get to go out and talk to him. It's going to be a close game, so you're going to go out and make sure he's settled in as he's thrown two pitches there that were weren't competitive pitches to Riley Morgan. Morgan moved down the lineup today after a couple of strikeouts last night.
After the pause with a brief meeting, the 2-0 is taken for a strike, so count 2-1 now. See if Lane can settle in against Morgan, the 2-1 pitch. This is just below the knees. It's a 3-1 count now. His opposing pitcher.
Nice pitch there that Riley didn't offer for a great competitive
3-1. Taken for strike two, so count now goes full to Morgan. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Scoreless game between Jefferson and Martinsburg here in the bottom of the second. Payoff pitch from DeLauder. Fouled off way into the trees to the right side. Over the pasture. We'll reset.
The hillside's filling up like a Friday night EPAC game, so a lot of people taking off work today for this matinee. Youngsters are out of school.
3-2 grounded down the third base side. Reisenweber gets it, fires it across the diamond, and it's high. Brown had to jump off the bag to snag it, and that'll allow Morgan to take first on the throwing error. Unless you think it's rolled a hit, maybe if he beat it out, or...
I think if he gets it on line, I think he gets him. It forced him back, and then he had to gather himself to make the strong throw. He couldn't just throw it. Once the hop caught him in between, he stepped back. Then he had to gather himself to get a strong throw across the diamond, and so just a tough play there. You either got to come and get it, or you got to stay back and then show a lot of muscle with that gun, and he did show it just a little high.
Jet Gross now will be the courtesy runner at first for Jefferson's pitcher. Riley Morgan is up to bat. For the Cougars is Lewis. Lane sets. For the first pitch, he'll try to pick off Gross over at first, and he slides in head first safely.
He's really worked on that pickoff move and his slide step.
Now the first pitch to Cole Lewis is that slider for strike one from DeWater.
Cole Lewis, guy that put the line drive on, that hit Carson Buber last night, so hit the ball pretty well last night at times.
0-1, big swing and a miss as Lewis stumbles out of the box after that one for strike two.
Fought an injury all year. Looks like he's at 100% maybe now finally. He was leading off with his team for a while. That leg injury shut down some of that speed that they like at the top of the lineup, so it moved him down.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, low. Runner goes. The throw from Edwards off the money. As Gross steals second. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Cole Lewis.
Ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. You got a man in scoring position with less than 2 outs, so that's what you're trying to do here if you're Jefferson.
Water looks behind him at the runner now at second. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's popped up to the right side and floats his way foul off the indoor batting cage for Jefferson to keep the count at 1-2.
Nice job there by Lewis as he fought off that pitch that was sort of tailing away from him. Wasn't anything off speed, but it did look like it had a little movement, so maybe it was just a hard slider cutter style pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cole Lewis up the bat. The pitch from DeWater almost hit the arm of Lewis. If he kind of sold it, he might have gotten it, but it's called ball 2.
I mean, the wind blew a little bit, but it looked like his sleeve did move, so close pitch there.
2-2 pitch, fastball, fouled through the legs of Lewis somehow and over towards the Martinsburg dugout, keeping the count at 2 apiece. It's impressive to do, to hit the ball in between your legs.
He took that one out of the catcher's glove. He just almost waited just a 100th of a second too long, and it was by him, but he just barely caught it and got it between his legs there and over towards Martinsburg's dugout.
The 2-2 pitch from DeWater. Hard grounder to the shortstop and off the glove of Oviedo into left field. Gross will round third, come home to score, and on the error, Jefferson takes a 1-0 lead, but base running mistake by Lewis. He rounded first, thought about taking 2 off the fumble of Oviedo, and Oviedo throws over to Brown at first. Brown applies the tag for the out, so now it's 1-0 Jefferson, bottom of the second. 2 outs, nobody on. Roberts up the bat.
Yeah, he rounded it. The ball was in the 5-6 hole. Oviedo was holding the runner. It was a long run for him to get to it. Got a glove on it. His ball, first pitch comes in high. Got out to left field. Got back to Oviedo, the cutoff. He threw across from this cutoff position all the way to first. And that caught Cole Lewis.
Now 2-0 as DeWater's fastball goes up and into Roberts. Roberts wasn't happy with that one.
See how DeWater here, the bases are cleaned up. Nobody on. Needs to refocus.
2-0. Called a strike at the knees as Roberts not happy with that call. Last one he wasn't happy with how close it was to his face. This time it wasn't happy with it being called a strike. 2-1, big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Lauder settled back in after the error.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lauder sets the pitch to Roberts. Check swing, and it looks like they say he went. That's out number 3.
Struck him out on the check swing. He's tossing things around here. He's not real happy with that call. Felt like he might have got a call at the knees earlier that in the at bat that he didn't like. Coach Lowry's going to talk about it a little bit as he goes by.
So Jefferson Crosses one, take a 1-0 lead. No hits, 2 errors, nobody left on base. We're headed to the third between Jefferson and Martinsburg. On the other side of this 1-minute break, this is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here to Seger Memorial Field as we head to inning number 3, top of the third, brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. 8-9-1 batters are due up for Martinsburg as they now trail Jefferson 1-0 here in Game 2 of the best of 3 series for Region 2. First pitch to Brown, misses for Morgan for ball 1. This one foul tipped into the glove of Cole Smith, evening up the count at 1-1 to Jameer Brown.
Jameer coming in.
1-1. Breaking ball, that check swing for Brown. They check over to the first base umpire and they say he went around, so it's a strike.
A couple of check swing strikes here that neither batter quite agreed with. We're behind it, so we can't see at all. So all we can just see is them. So the umpires have called both as check swing strikes.
2-2 to Brown. He sends high into right center field. The center fielder, Sam Hefner, will call off his right fielder, Brady Roberts, and make the catch for out number 1. Now that'll bring up Keegan Everhart with 1 out for Martinsburg here in the top of the third. They trail 1-0 against Jefferson. Riley Morgan sets the first pitch to Everhart. He fouls into the net behind home plate for strike 1.
Hitting early in the count there was Everhart.
0-1 from Morgan. Will foul off again. This time it's eyeing over the fans on the third base side. So the count 0-2 to Keegan Everhart.
Just think he swung at a ball there, but a little tough to lay off of that high pitch.
Timeout called before the pitch as wind gusts in. The 0-2 is grounder straight back to the pitcher, Riley Morgan. He's going to jog his way off over towards first base and then underhand toss it to Surf Guerra for out number 2.
A little bit of contact there by Keegan Everhart to Guerra, and he's talking to him about it as he went by. So I don't know if the camera caught it, but he was going up the line and touched him.
Surf Guerra talking with the first base umpire about it. Guerra does have the size advantage in that one.
Yeah, I don't think Keegan wants to run into him over there.
Now Isaac Grove up to bat. Take the first pitch, and it's at the knees for strike 1 from Riley Morgan.
He's only seen 4 pitches. He's seen 4 strikes.
0-1, fastball high. The count now 1-1 to Grove. One pitch. Ground foul down the third base side, making the count now 1-2 to Grove as Morgan already has 3 strikeouts today. Strike away from his 4th. See if he can do so. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's just inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third. Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing. The pitch popped foul by Grove to stay alive for Martinsburg in the top of the third. So we'll do it again with the 2-2 count. Morgan's pitch skips for ball 3. Grove trying to fight back and be the second base runner for Martinsburg today. As this one hits off the knob of the bat, or did they say it hit him? Looks like they say it hit off the knob of the bat.
It ran up and in on him. He was ready to turn and throw the bat to the dugout for the walk, and the ball ran up and caught the knob of the bat there, so he didn't quite clear out of the way.
So, unfortunate circumstance for Grove. Steps back in the right-handed box. The payoff pitch from Morgan. He'll ground that foul over to the Martinsburg dugout. Grabbing the net. Sorry, Tent tries to blow away from us.
Tent's trying to blow away here.
All hands on deck to help out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Wind and over for a grounder to Naya Dominguez. His throw to first from the shortstop. In time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down goes Martinsburg in the top of the third. We're headed to the bottom of the third. It's Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Welcome you back to Sager Memorial Field as I try to multitask here as the wind trying to take our tent away from us. So move things around, try to get things to weigh the tent down as best as we can so that it doesn't take anybody's heads off, as it's not just us using this for shade today as we head to the bottom of the third inning, which is brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. It's Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing. Ty Vickers up to bat for Jefferson. It's the 8-9-1 hitters for them as well here in the third. Pitch from Lane to Water. Misses inside for ball 1 to Ty.
Vickers made some nice plays last night, showing off that Jefferson defense.
1-0 at the knees for a strike. Count 1-1. Lane's pitch. Grounded foul for strike 2 over to the left. Vickers now makes his way around home plate to step back into the right-handed batter's box. Lane to Water sets for Martinsburg on the mound. Wind up in the 1-2 delivery. Another foul ball in the exact same spot to the left side, keeping the count at 1-2 for Vickers.
Wind picking up here.
Another foul ball as Vickers puts this one over to the right side.
Settle down here a little bit.
See another 1-2 pitch, and trying to get Vickers to chase was to Water, so it misses low and away. The count now 2-2.
DeLauder trying to keep from getting the bottom of the order on to give way to the top. Those high school teams try to get that bottom on and set the stage for the top of the order.
2-2, low for ball 3. So count goes full as Vickers has battled back in this one. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for the bottom of the third. The payoff pitch right above the shoulders of Vickers. It's ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Jefferson to start off this bottom of the third inning for the Cougars. To bring up number 2, Sam Hefner. Hefner in the right-handed box. Vickers at first, the base runner. Pickoff attempt over to first. Brown's tag not in time from the throw of DeWaters. Sliding in safe was Vickers before the first pitch to Hefner.
You got to be thinking Jefferson's thinking bunt here as Brazenweber's up in Hefner's face as Hefner squares to bunt.
The pitch is bunted over to the third base side, and they're going to try to go for 2. Brazenweber only gets the runner at second as he gets the approval of the second baseman Carson Buber. So fielder's choice for out number 1 puts Hefner at first base.
Great job by Brazenweber, trusting his arm strength to go to second to take that. A lot of times he'll give that up and just go ahead and take the sure out, but he went for it.
Another pickoff over to first, and just in safely was Hefner, whose slide almost looked a bit short.
Yeah.
So he just had to extend his arm out.
Yeah. He got to the back of the bag. Jameer dropped the tag down, and a little bit of the dirt kind of slowed him up a little bit as he took a lot of dirt with him there. If he went straight to the, if he didn't slap the glove down on the dirt, he might have had him there, but the throw took it down.
Yep, another pickoff attempt, and this time Hefner kind of crawled to the bag instead of sliding. Pitch, runner goes. It's high for a ball. The throw from Edwards looked like it was going to sail, so Oviedo decides to run in and just cut it off from doing so. So Hefner steals second. Jefferson again as a runner in scoring position, and Naya Dominguez, it's a 1-0 count. Pitch fouled off by Dominguez to the right. Count now 1-1. Dominguez 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to second. Lead off that bottom of the first.
He's looking to maybe push something that way. Try to move the runner up for Liam Healy, who has a hit today.
Pitch from DeWater. Called strike 2 as Dominguez lets that one go by.
Again, I can't reiterate how good Dominguez is, being the freshman leading off and playing shortstop at such a premier program in the state of Jefferson.
Here comes the 1-2, and it's a soft grounder past the diving DeWater on the mound. It goes to the second baseman, Buber. He'll throw to first for out number 2. Advancing on the play over to third is Hefner. So 2 outs, runner 90 feet away for Jefferson as they lead Martinsburg 1-0 already in the bottom of the third. Now at the bat is Healy.
Martinsburg pushing the left side of the infield, or the right side of the infield back a little bit, making sure they knock the ball down. If Healy was, the last time he went right over the second baseman's head for a base hit, as this first pitch comes in low for a 1-0 count on Healy.
1-0 from DeWater outside for ball 2. Got to be careful pitching around Healy because on deck Surf Guerra.
You got to be careful keeping the ball out of the dirt because anything could lead to another run here.
2-0. On away, it's ball 3 to Healy. Three balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Runner on third. A timeout called as Healy steps out of the box to adjust his batting gloves. 3-0 from DeWater. Right down the middle, the Mr. Automatic for a strike. So 3-1 now to Healy.
Big pitch here. Healy could be sitting on something.
3-1 is a grounder to Oviedo. He charges forward, scoops it up, throws to first. It's in the dirt. Does Brown have it? He does. For out number 3. So the runner gets stranded at third on a great throw by Oviedo, even though it was low. Even better job by Brown to get it.
Yeah.
Keep it Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing. We're headed to the fourth on the other side of this 1 minute break. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
We welcome you back as we are headed to inning number 4. It's Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing. Top of the fourth inning is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. For reliable coverage since 1877, call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. The 2-3-4 batters up to the plate for the top of the fourth for Martinsburg. Buber, Oviedo, Alter as they trail 1-0. The pitch from Morgan outside for ball 1 to Buber. Morgan sets the 1-0. This one popped up by Buber. Out of play over the first base side. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Buber trying to light the spark that Martinsburg needs. 1-1. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. She was ahead of that pitch from Morgan.
He just missed a double the first time up and ended up striking out, so Morgan throwing well against Buber.
And he'll send this one into deep left center field. Hustling over is the left fielder, Cole Lewis, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Squared that one up pretty good. I thought I had a chance to get in the gap there, but great job out there. You got quick, you got a very fast defense and very fast outfield, and Jefferson. Cole Lewis gets over there and makes the play.
Now up to bat will be Braden Oviedo for Martinsburg with 1 out, nobody on. The wind settles down, so I think I can take my hand off the tenth of hours for now.
Wind blowing in might have killed that ball of Buber's a little bit. We see the flag blown straight in right in our face.
Yep. 1-0 to Oviedo. He lets go by. It's a strike, so the count at 1-1. Switch me spots of holding the tent for now, Tripp. Thank you.
I'll stand up.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch from Morgan to Oviedo. Outside for a ball. Appreciate the double duty.
Double duties here.
Two 2-1 pitch. Just misses for a ball. Count now 3-1 to Oviedo.
A couple of very competitive pitches there from Morgan. They're 50-50 pitches, we'd call them.
3-1. Swinging is Oviedo. It's popped up into right center. The right fielder, Brady Roberts, makes the catch for out number 2.
The ball's hanging up out there in this wind. Martinsburg's going to have to get it on the line there. Even though they both made good contact there, the ball hung for Jefferson. For Jefferson's fielders there, as both two of Martinsburg's better hitters got some good contact there and good counts on Morgan, but nothing to show for as Morgan has shut down this lineup. See all zeros across the board so far, and out away from putting the 4th zero up.
First pitch to Christian Alter runs in, almost hits him as he had to shuffle his way out of the right-handed batter's box. It's ball 1. Alter steps back in. 1-0 is lined foul into the net of the first base dugout of Jefferson's. Count now 1-1.
They're going to let Coach John Lowry come out and get the foul ball. These guys ought to be ashamed of themselves, huh? 80-year-old coach out there trying to Somebody should run out there and grabbed it.
I agree. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch misses for ball 2, just high. Alter, the only base runner so far today for Martinsburg, and that was via base on balls. He loops this one foul over to the first base side. Almost hit our camera, I think, or at least in that vicinity. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the 4th, it's Jefferson 1, Martinsburg nothing. Martinsburg up to bat here against Jefferson's Riley Morgan. Wind up in the 2-2 delivery is a fastball, swing, and a miss as Alter goes down for out number 3, and Martinsburg again goes 3 up, 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 1 minute.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had 1 job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
We welcome you back to Sager Memorial Field. Our bottom of the 4th innings brought to you by Mother Shucker's Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, then shuck it up, Buttercup. It's 1-0. Jefferson leads Martinsburg here in Game 2, the best 2 out of 3 series for AAA Region 2. Martinsburg won yesterday 1-0, so Jefferson right now, if this lead holds, would force a Game 3 winner-take-all tomorrow back at P.O. Faulkner Park, home of the Martinsburg Bulldogs at 7 p.m.
Huge play at the end of Jefferson's last at-bat when Healy hit the ball to third, or excuse me, to Ovi. Ovi threw in the dirt, and a great play by Jameer Brown. If not, Jefferson's up 2-0 with Guerra at the plate, but great play by Jameer to end that inning.
And that one lined right back, almost taking the head off lane to water. It's a leadoff single for the first baseman, Surf Guerra.
That one definitely went right by his head, and you can see he kind of looked at him as he went by like, woo. So, man on first here, Danner's up. You know, I don't know, you're going to see a runner maybe, or we're going to see a bunt. What's Jefferson going to do here as far as how they're going to play this to try to get this run in? Is they're going to look like they're going to let Guerra run here in the 4th? Not willing to run for him yet, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you can take him out or anybody else because I know you can re-enter.
You can re-enter, but you might want to run for him later in the game, and that wouldn't be possible unless you take him out completely. So look for Danner to possibly bunt here. Coach John Lowry is probably telling him, please try to get up the first baseline, not right at Reisenweber.
The water tries to pick off Guerra, and it's off the glove of Brown and over into the first base bullpen. Guerra goes over to second on the error.
Now they're asking, did he want a runner now? As Coach Cross is asking for a runner for Guerra. Coach Lowry is yet to give the okay for that, as Jet Gross has a helmet on.
Looks like we might get one. John Lowry Sr. will make his way slowly down the third base line and
going to bring number 10 in.
Yep, so now courtesy running will be Will Pominelli. Povinal, apologies.
Nobody out, man on second. Big opportunity for Jefferson as Martinsburg Martinsburg committed another error. A couple errors here have put their backs against the wall a little bit. because I have Martinsburg at 3 errors. Martinsburg's game changer has them at just 1. Jefferson has them at 2.
That counts as an error. So, yeah, that should be number 3.
Yeah, I have it at 3 here.
The first pitch to Danner from Delwater is called strike 1. Yeah, so I have him at 3 as well. He had 2 in the second, back-to-back. And then the 1 here from Lane. The 0-1 fastball misses for a ball, so the count 1-1 to Danner. Runner at second, nobody out, 1-0 ball game. Jefferson leads Martinsburg here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-1 from Delwater outside for ball 2.
Great job there by Edward to slide out there and make that play. He's been just he's been a wall back there in this series and in the Hedgeville series. Danner, one of Jefferson's, I believe, best average hitters in the lineup here, is an opportunity to pick up an RBI.
2 balls, 1 strike. Delwater turns and tries to pick off the runner at second. And it's not in time. Oviedo never even applied the tag, actually, as it was kind of high, almost above his head. At about eye level, maybe, when he made the grab. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Danner, and he'll send that into left center field, hustling back Stephen Everhart, and he makes the catch for the out, and then dropped it. But the catch was first. It was just dropped on the exchange, so it is an out.
Great. You know, similar to the Boober hit out there earlier, Danner got a lot of a great piece of that, but it's like the wind is just killing it as those balls seem to just die. You can see the flag out there flying in, so anything that gets above that windscreen out there is picking up that heavy wind out there and just dying. So looks like that thing was shut down by the wind as Danner did a great job there of almost giving Jefferson a 2-0 lead.
Now up to bat is Riley Morgan as the first pitch from Lane Delwater is upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, runner on second.
Opportunity for Riley to help himself here and give a little insurance run.
Check swing, and it looks like he went around, says the home plate umpire, so the count 1-1 to Morgan.
Curveball he offered for.
Lewis
on deck.
1-1. Popped up over to the right and out of play for a strike. So count now 1-2 to Riley Morgan. Morgan reached base on an error and then is the lone runner that has come home to score today. 1-2 in the dirt. Check swing down to the first base umpire. He says he did not go around, so it's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Delwater takes a deep breath before the next pitch to Riley Morgan. A look at the base runner at second. Now back to home. 2-2 is blooped and down for a base hit into right field. Alter's throw home will keep the runner at third, even though it was up the first baseline just a little bit. But now Jefferson has runners on the corners with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And Cole Lewis up to bat.
Check Gross in. Martinsburg's got to decide on what they're going to do here with 1 out, men on first and third. They're going to go for try to throw the runner out and then throw back, or if they're just going to go with the defensive indifference and then try to get the next 2 batters out.
So it's Gross at first. Over at third is Pavanal. Lewis up to bat. Delwater sets. Pitch. Right down the middle for strike 1. Everybody kind of quiet now on the edge of their seats, waiting pitch by pitch.
See what's going to happen here as the strategy takes over.
0-1 lines up the middle and down for a hit, and that's going to score another run. It's back-to-back singles here in the bottom of the 4th, giving Jefferson a 2-0 lead.
Cole Lewis lined that ball right back up the middle, and that's exactly pretty much where Oviedo was as Jet Gross kind of fake stole. He took off and he stopped, which forced Oviedo up the middle, and actually almost It almost backfired for Jefferson as it was line drive right there, but it went right over Oviedo's head at second. So 3 base hits this inning. Jefferson has a 2-0 lead and looking to add on with Brady Roberts up.
Pitch from DeWater to Roberts, catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. So runners on first and second after the back-to-back singles for Jefferson. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2.
He was really fooled on that curveball, Roberts was.
Roberts steps back in here against DeWater. The 0-2. High for a ball. Count now 1-2. Runners take their leads. DeWater against the signal from his catcher, Braden Edwards. Now a timeout called before the 1-2 pitch, which still came down.
Runner was going. Jet Gross was stealing on that pitch.
Yep, so he has to go back. Roberts steps back in after he called time. Again, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brady Roberts. Pitch from DeWater. Breaking ball, and it's ball 2.
Well, just missed him there. The ball was up and almost caught him as he turned away from it. Ball stayed up, didn't break a lot. Nearly caught him on the shoulder.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from DeWater to Roberts. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Lane DeWater, and out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th to bring up Ty Vickers.
Number 7, Ty.
3 base hits this inning from Guerra, Morgan, and Lewis, all solid base hits. Did give Jefferson this lead. They've had 4 hits. Martinsburg still doesn't have a hit.
Pitch is fly ball down the first baseline. Can somebody get there? Doesn't matter. It's foul. So we'll wait for everybody to get back as the runners were going. Oh, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. It's 2-0 Jefferson leading Martinsburg here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Water with the ball on the mound for Martinsburg. The pitch to Vickers. Soft grounder to the second baseman, Buber, and he's going to just toss it to a shortstop, Oviedo, who steps on the bag at second for the out. Jefferson able to get an insurance run here in the bottom of the 4th. They now lead Martinsburg 2-0. We're headed to the 5th on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back to Sager Memorial Field in Shenandoah, West Virginia. Shenandoah Junction, West Virginia, my apologies. Top of the 5th inning, brought to you by A.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship. Located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. It's now Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing. Ben Reisenweber, Owen Rubenthal, Braden Edwards, the 5, 6, 7 batters will be due up for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. Against Riley Morgan, who continues to wheel and deal for Jefferson as the first pitch past Reisenweber for strike 1 here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 misses for a ball outside. Count 1-1.
Martinsburg still seeking their first hit as Jefferson started the find the key to Lane DeLauder here last inning with 3 base hits.
This one upstairs, count 2-1, and all 3 of those base hits were singles. So, still got runners over thanks to a error as well on a pickoff attempt by DeLauder as this pitch misses. So count now 3 balls, 1 strike to Ryzen Weber. 3-1, fouled off by Ben. So count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Morgan, you know, when you're sitting 3-1, you should be sitting dead red fastball ready to go. He threw a dead red fastball, but he's quick to the plate, you know, and that's what makes him effective as he.
The 3-2 misses outside for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 5th for Martinsburg. Second base runner of the afternoon for the Bulldogs. So Owen Rupenthal now will step up to the plate for Martinsburg. Morgan on the mound, looks over at the runner at first. Rupenthal squares the bunt, and it's fouled off, kind of right in front of us off the brick for strike 1.
Martinsburg just not able to put that bunt down here today for some reason. Little things in games like this are turn into really big things. We're trying to chip away at that lead.
Square to bunt again, and it's popped up, and not able to track it down to the catcher Cole Smith. Strike 2 to Owen Rupenthal.
Second time today, Martinsburg has failed to move a runner. Martinsburg coach Baller is okay to try to just get 1 run at a time here, even at the leadoff. They got, the leadoff batter on.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. As Riley Morgan with strikeout number 5 for him today. 1 out for Martinsburg in the top of the 5th. The runner at first. They trail Jefferson 2-0. Up to bat now is the catcher Braden Edwards. Pitch from Morgan to Edwards is high fly ball down the first baseline, and it's going to hook. Foul.
Oh, just missed.
Just
two-run home run.
Missed. Just barely. You hear Martinsburg's fans thinking that was fair, but it's called foul. Otherwise, we'd have ourselves a tie ball game.
Yeah, he hit it, and just about 4-foot fouls. It caught that tree down there right at the foul line. You know, I thought it was going to be a home run, but it hooked there at the end.
Now pickoff attempt over to first. Not in time.
It had the distance.
Yes, it did, which we weren't sure was even possible today without the winds blowing from the outfield in.
Blowing right in our face. You could probably hear it in the microphones.
The 0-1 check swing. That is fouled down the third base line for strike 2. The runner goes back over to first. Ben Reisenweber after his walk to lead off the top of the 5th. Now take his lead, the 0-2 to Edwards. Fouled off over to the parking lot and in between a few cars.
Always interesting when there's foul balls off the left side here.
Yeah, it was one away from my car. No balls, 2 strikes still to Edwards. Pitch from Morgan. Just misses outside. Count now 1-2 to Braden Edwards.
Nice spot by Morgan. I mean, it's a ball, you know, out there, but you can certainly want to, you know, if he hits, he's not going to hit it very far, and you might get the call. So he hit his spot exactly on there. And so Morgan's showing his command still here in the 5th inning.
Pitch from Morgan outside. Throw from Lewis to second. In time. Great tag by Dominguez on Reisenweber for out number 2. Great throw by Cole Smith, the catcher. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Edwards, and nobody on base for Martinsburg.
Yeah, great. Good time to steal there. Just fastball out instead of a curveball count, maybe.
And the 2-2 called strike 3 on the outside corner. Edwards goes down looking to end the 5th We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-0. Jefferson leads Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Summer starts here at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot with over 80 new vehicles in stock. Right now, get up to $3,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Camry. Or check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $4,500 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Are you ready to flip into fun? Introducing Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where parties, classes, and camps come alive with glow lights and non-stop action. Our professional party planner will work with you to design a dream party for your child. Book your party today and get ready for a high-energy celebration that will leave your guests beaming. And don't forget our classes and camps, where our expert coaches will help your child tumble, flip, and soar to new heights. Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where every day is a chance to shine.
Welcome you back here as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning, which is brought to you by the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's premier DUI defense attorney. Visit westvirginiaduilawyers.com for more from them today. Bottom of the 5th, due up for Jefferson, the 9-1-2 hitters, Hefner, Dominguez, Healy. Slayton DeWater remains out on the mound for Martinsburg.
Game Changer has Morgan at 78 pitches, 51 for strikes. After 5 innings of tossing, and he had DeLauder at 71 pitches after 44.
I see where I messed up on my math. Forgot to carry a 1 again.
You got to carry the 1. Baseball math is weird. Sometimes you can do 6, 4, 3 and equals 2. But the pitching stats pretty much are...
Said 78.
78 and 51 is what... 78 for strikes, 51... Or 78 total, 51 for strikes. Hefner leads off as Jefferson's starting to get a little excited here in the bottom of the 5th, holding that 2-run lead, and their pitcher's mowing them down, so feeling pretty good.
Up the bat, Hefner. He swings through the first pitch from DeWater for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, squaring the bunt and pulling it back is Hefner, and it's outside from DeWater. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lane starting to kind of work quickly out on the mound. Here's the 1-1. It's in the dirt. Count now 2-1 to Hefner. So that one goes to the backstop past Edwards.
Since the leadoff walk in the second, looks like he's only faced 10 batters.
2-1 popped up into left center. Tracking it down is Isaac Grove, and he will make the catch, route number 1. Now off to bat is Naya Dominguez.
Yeah, after the walk in the second inning to Christian Alter, I believe that he has retired. The only other base runner that got on was Ben Radweber, who's retired, caught stealing, so he's faced a minimum since then.
First pitch to Dominguez misses for ball 1 from DeWater. Here comes the 1-0, and it's popped foul for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominguez from DeWater. It's Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing here in the bottom of the 5th. And this game 2 of a best 2 out of 3 series for Region 2 as the 1-1 is high for ball 2. So if things hold here at Seger Memorial Field, we'll have the winner take all game 3 tomorrow night at P.O. Faulkner Park as the 2-1 high for ball 3, and that will be at 7 p.m. So we'll go on air at 6:40. 3-1. Caught a strike. Count now 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Anaya Dominguez. DeWater's payoff pitch to him. It's fouled off. To stay alive. We'll do it all over again.
Dominguez stayed with that curveball to foul it off. Jefferson trying to live to play another day. Martinsburg trying to finish it off.
And swing and a miss. Dominguez swings through a high fastball that most likely would have been ball 4, but instead it's strike 3 for out number 2 in the bottom of the 5th.
Designated hitter number 17, Liam Healy.
Now that'll bring up Liam Healy. Pitch from DeWater to Healy. He lets go by. It's strike 1.
One thing's for sure, Jefferson, survives this game, with a 2-run lead, and it stays this way. If they can hold this lead, they certainly have played really well with their backs to the wall. So, that kind of plays into their favor on a third game, of course. Martinsburg has always found a way to win these close games. So Jefferson needs to probably put another run or 2 on the board if they want to finish this out. But the way Morgan's pitching, he feels like the way Boober pitched last night.
The 0-2 just fouled off. Healy might have kind of fouled it off his foot as he stomps out of the left-handed box. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Liam Healy
had a 1-out single in the first. Inserted into the lineup tonight after not playing last night, DHing tonight.
The 0-2 slider that stays outside for a ball from Lane DeWater. One, 2. Fastball caught looking is Healy for strike 3. That'll end the 5th inning. It's 3 up, 3 down. Goes Jefferson. We're headed to the 6th. It's Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Do you have someone in a nursing home, or are you worried about somebody you love going into a nursing home? The law firm of Daniel Staggers can protect your assets. Call the law firm of Daniel Staggers today at 304-267-3915. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm does elder care law, estate planning, and special needs trusts for disabled children and family members. Visit the Daniel Staggers Law Firm for your initial free consultation at 133 East John Street in Martinsburg. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm, when you need asset protection for you or for a family member. From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Welcome you back here as we head to the 6th inning. Our top of the 6th is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing. Due up for Martinsburg here in the top of the 6th. The 8-9-1 batters, Brown, Everhart, Grove against Riley Morgan. First pitch from Morgan. It's a grounder to the third baseman. Danner is able to scoop it up. His throw to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
It kind of pushed, similar to a play earlier on Radware, pushed Danner back. He had to gather his feet there, and he made a strong throw across. Big turn of events last inning, 2-run ball game, and Rasenweber gets on base with a with a walk, and then a couple batters later, with 1 out, you see catcher Braden Edwards just miss a 2-run home run as Keegan takes a strike there. And if that ball stays fair, I mean, we're looking at a whole different ball game, a different momentum. But game of inches.
1 at the knees for strike 2 to Everhart.
A pitch later, Rasenweber gets caught stealing. And then 2 pitches later, Edwards gets caught looking and erases the threat.
Go 2 fouled off over to the first or third base dugout, keeping the count at 0-2. Riley Morgan has already struck out 6 Bulldogs today, trying to make it 7. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th. The 0-2 from Morgan. Grounded, foul down the third baseline again by Everhart.
Martinsburg still looking for a hit.
Yep.
Jefferson has amassed a few. Put a couple hits together to score some runs.
Morgan gets the baseball again here. Another 0-2. This one, a soft grounder on the third base side. Morgan, a step off the pitcher's mound, get it himself, turn around, throw to Guerra at first. to retire Everhart for out number 2.
Second time today to ground out to the pitcher. Great play there by the lefty. He had to turn and 180 around to make that play.
Now Isaac Grove up to bat. A pitch from Morgan. Catches the knees of Grove and called strike 1. The 0-1. Just outside, it's a ball. Count now 1-1 to Grove.
We're down to 4 outs here.
1-1. And that's fired down the third base line, foul for strike 2.
Third time today that Martinsburg has found an extra base hit that just went foul. Buber just fouled first inning. Grove just foul here. Edwards foul down the home run alley.
Pitch from Morgan fouled off, out of play by Grove to the right over the net, keeping the count at 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 6th. Morgan sets, pitch, fastball high, the count now 2-2 to Isaac Grove. You have Carson Buber on deck for Martinsburg. Deuces wild, the pitch from Morgan. Upstairs again, the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Grove.
Yeah, Morgan not wanting to face Buber with the base runners on. He's going to attack Grove here.
3-2 fastball. That's down the third base line. If it stays fair, it has a chance. And it's foul.
Just foul again. That ball was deep. And
it looks like it just stayed in the ballpark as well.
Yeah, went down that 312 mark, and with his speed, and who knows where he ends up, but pushed it foul there, so.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Morgan ready to go on the mound. We're waiting for Isaac Grove to step back in the box for Martinsburg. He steps in, and he's ready. Here comes the payoff pitch from Morgan. And this one popped up over to the third base dugout. Everybody trying to get out of the way, and it's out of play.
Sent Davis Moore down into the dugout over there. He wanted out of the way so bad. Yeah, I mean, Riley Morgan's done a great job here. He's 4 outs away from a complete game shutout here, and he has had a little help from his friends out there in the field, but for the most part been dominant.
3-2, swing and a miss from Grove for strike 3 is Riley Morgan again. Gets Martinsburg to go 3 up and 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. It's Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
We welcome you back here as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Trying to still do my totals here for Riley Morgan so far out on the pitcher's mound for Jefferson. Looks like he has 93 pitches is what I have him at, and 63 of them for strikes. So, great day for him.
Now batting.
Flip over the scorecard for the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up for Jefferson. Garrett, Danner, Morgan, the heart of the lineup. 3, 4, 5. They already lead 2-0 against Martinsburg. Pitch from DeWater. Surf Guerra hits it to left field, but it's caught by Keegan Everhart for out number 1.
Give it a ride there. Sit on that fastball and jumped on it. He had some really good contact here tonight.
Alex Danner.
That'll bring up Alex Danner. Pitch from DeWater to Danner. On and away for ball 1.
Danner kind of jumping at the ball here. Maybe he's just not staying back and waiting on, not trusting himself. He's a sophomore, so big game here. He'll mature.
1-0 inside for ball 2 to Danner.
Certainly a very physically strong sophomore, and when he puts it all together, he is tough out.
2-0 catches the inside part of the plate. It's a strike, so 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Pitch from DeWater. It's high to Danner for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Alex Danner trying to get on base for Jefferson. As DeWater sets, takes a deep breath. Takes another. Wind up kick and the pitch. At the knees for strike 2. So count now full to Danner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Danner steps back in here against Lane DeWater. Wind up in the payoff pitch. Outside, it's ball 4. Danner goes over to first on the base on balls, and now up to bat is Riley Morgan. Morgan is one of the 4 singles today for Jefferson. And he'll hit another. That's down in right center field for a hit. Alter scoops it up. A throw, and it's cut off by Oviedo. With 1 out, Jefferson has runners on the corners again here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Morgan just he's been a tough out last night. He wasn't, he had a tough time last night with Boober, but doing a great job of just putting yesterday's behind you and going to the plate. As we got men on first and third, 1 out. Jet Gross coming to run for the pitcher. Cole Lewis coming to the plate.
Yep, and we'll have a mound visit. It also has the man getting ready to be up to bat, and Lewis over down the third baseline to talk with John Lowry Sr. and the 2 base runners as well. And Danner at third. Gross, the courtesy runner at first for Morgan. Mound visit for Martinsburg has concluded. Lewis will wait before stepping back in here against Lane DeWater.
We got somebody warming up in the pen down there. It looks like Rubenthal, maybe a left-hander. There was a time this year when we thought Jefferson was going to cash it in. They took a big loss, I believe, to Musselman, a couple losses to Washington, a loss to Hedgesville, and and here they are, fighting the number 1 team in the state for an opportunity to create a strike 1 here to Lewis, create a stand or a one winner take all game tomorrow. So great job for them to continue to work and get to where they are today.
Runner goes before the throw. It's strike 2. Gross gets second on the catcher's indifference.
Not a lot you can do it there if you're Martinsburg. You have to can't give up that third run, so you have to play to get the batter.
The 0-2 outside to Lewis for a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, it's Jefferson 2, Martinsburg nothing. Jefferson has runners at second and third now, trying to add on to its lead. It's the 2-0 inside, almost hit Lewis, but doesn't, so the count 2-2.
Danner on at third with the walk. He got to third after the base hit by Riley Morgan to right field. Riley Morgan replaced by Jet Gross as the courtesy runner. Gross steals second.
Infield in for Martinsburg, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, a big out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter.
Sager, I believe.
Yep, Liam Sager will step in for Brady Roberts, who was 0 for 2, struck out swinging in his 2 at-bats. So
Number 18, Liam.
Pinch hitting has worked out pretty well for Jefferson in this series.
Sager grabs his bat and helmet and will be up here. And 2 outs, runners on second and third for Jefferson in the bottom of the 6th. So they lead Martinsburg 2-0 here in game 2. Pitch from DeWater. Outside for ball 1.
Great job by Edwards once again to corral that and keep this from keep Jefferson from getting an insurance run there, and Jefferson's a hit away from pretty much blowing this thing open here.
Pitch gets it to the inside corner for a strike. Count now 1-1 to Sager.
4 runs would feel almost insurmountable against Morgan the way he's throwing today.
1-1. Outside for ball 2 from DeWater to Sager. Water sets the 2-1. Is lined into right field and down for a hit. 1 run will score. Coming around is Gross. The throw home, not in time. 4-0. Jefferson breaks it open in the bottom of the 6th here against Martinsburg. Sager steps up. The pinch hitter goes over to second.
Roberts is going to re-enter here as the pinch hit has once again worked for Jefferson.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Ty Vickers.
That'll bring up Ty Vickers.
Number 22, Brady.
I think the Lord is going to talk to the umpire, Dave Boyd, on as he's going to walk back as they've had their discussion. And now it brings Ty Vickers up. Jefferson, an opportunity to add another run with the base hit here. 2 outs.
DeWater throws back off the backstop. Throw to third. Robertson safely.
Cut that one loose.
Yeah, I thought that was about to come and almost take our heads off. Just hit the brick right in front of us. This
went straight up in the air.
That's ball 1 to Vickers.
I think it didn't hit Vickers.
1-0 inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. 2-0 popped up over to the right in the first base dugout area and out of play. So count 2-1 to Vickers.
Little frustration from the Lauder there. And Edwards is going to go out and talk to him a little bit, settle him down just a bit. I told him he's good.
2 balls, 1 strike. Vickers went down the third baseline to talk with John Larry Sr. He now walks back into the box. Water sends the 2-1 delivery. Blooped over Huber, second baseman, diving in is Alter, and he can't get there. It's down, and it's 5-0 Jefferson. A throw to second, not inside. Cougars are blowing this game 2 wide open here in the 4-run now in bottom 6th inning.
3-run.
3, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why I was going back and forth.
Yep, so that was ball. He threw the bat at it. Good things happened when he put the ball in play. Vickers threw the bat at it and protected the plate out there. It got over Reisenweber's head. A great effort out there by Alter. He went diving for it, but it found grass. Allowed the run to come around and score. Vickers, very smart, took off for a second and got into second.
Looks like this might be the end for Lane DeWater as well, as Aaron Byler, head coach for Martinsburg, is going to make his way slowly out to the mound.
So Jefferson has finally figured out a way to put some runs on the board against Martinsburg.
That's the end. So it's 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Jefferson leads Martinsburg with 2 outs and a runner on second. So we'll step aside and take a 30-second break for the new pitcher. for the Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
We welcome you back here to Sager Memorial Field. New pitcher for Martinsburg is Owen Rupenthal. The pitching change is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. So Lane DeLauder's day is finished. Stat line is not, though, as there's still a runner on second inside Vickers after his RBI double to make it 5-0 Jefferson. So if Vickers were to come home and score, that would be charged to DeLauder. So we wait here for Owen Rupenthal to complete his warm-up, and then he will face, it looks like, a
Connor Williams,
another pinch hitter for Jefferson, and number 8, Connor Williams, in for Hefner.
Williams came on last night, got a base hit. One run was enough last night for Martinsburg. By great pitching performance by Buber tonight. 0-run support there for Lane DeLauder, as he's going to leave the game here with 5 runs on the board. A runner at second is his responsibility. A couple runs, I think the early run was unearned. From then, I believe he gave up a few earned runs, especially this inning been earned. And he's
first pitch swinging is Williams, and that's a high fly ball to left field, and it's going to one-hop the wall. And that is an RBI double for Connor Williams, extending Jefferson's lead now to 6-0 over Martinsburg here in the bottom of the 6th.
Jumped on that first pitch, sent Keegan Everhart running for the fence, got over his head, one-hop the wall. Looks like you're going to have someone enter for Williams maybe to run.
See if maybe Hefner comes back in.
Hefner may be back.
And it looks like my guess is correct. So
Hefner's going to make it back. Here comes the top of the order again.
Dominguez up to bat. Pitch from Rupenthal. Called strike 1 to Dominguez.
Rupenthal gives a little different look from the left side here.
Runner on second. The 0-1 now from Rupenthal outside. The count now 1-1 to Dominguez. 4-run bottom of the 6th inning for Jefferson. Gives the Cougars now a 6-0 lead over Martinsburg. 1-1, catches the knees of Dominguez and called strike 2.
Rupenthal doing a great job in relief here for Martinsburg throughout the year.
1-2. Curveball that's blooped into right field, diving for its altar, and it's off his glove and rolling behind him. 1 run will score. Dominguez hustling around second. He's looking for 3. The throw not nearly in time. 7-0 Jefferson on top of Martinsburg now in the bottom of the 6th.
5 hits, 5 runs this inning. Jefferson's taking advantage of some balls that are hit hard, balls that are found in the grass. You know, Coach John Lowry said we got to find ways to score runs, and one way to do it is to get a lot of base hits and put a lot together, as they have put together 5 here this inning.
Looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter.
I just think that Smith is showing his re-entry, isn't he?
So Smith up to bat here in the DH spot of Healy.
Going to hit in Healy's spot, yep. She's going to kill the DH.
He'll foul off the first pitch from Rupenthal for strike one.
Opportunity here to get him in swinging the bat. More than likely he'll swing tomorrow if he catches, and they'll hit for, Gross or someone else. So opportunity to give him an at bat.
0-1 over the first base bullpen and over and out of play for strike two.
Maybe tomorrow if they throw Gross, they hit for Gross, and that'll leave Smith hitting for himself. So a chance here to get some swings tonight.
Breaking ball from Rubenthal, swing and a miss from Smith for strike three. Ends the bottom of the sixth, but not before 5 runs are able to cross the plate for Jefferson. They now lead Martinsburg 7-0. We're headed to the top of the seventh. Martinsburg down to its final 3 outs here in Game 2. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
We welcome you back, heading into the top of the seventh inning, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com. The 2-3-4 batters, Buber, Oviedo, Alter, due up here in the top of the seventh for Martinsburg, as the Bulldogs need a miracle here if they want to end this series in 2 games. They trail Jefferson 7-0. As Riley Morgan trying to go the distance here against the Bulldogs, as the first pitch to Buber misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 fouled off into the net.
It wasn't in the seventh inning, but yesterday, Single A Williamstown taking on Wheeling Central. Williamstown, with the number 1 team all year, found themselves down 14-3 and come back and won 17-16. So
1-1. Hit by Buber down the first baseline in foul territory and unable to get there. It's Brady Roberts. Count now 1-2 to Buber.
It's just amazing to see how Jefferson puts pieces and puts together. And you heard John Lowry Sr. talk on the pregame about the chasing wins and staying with the process. Trying not to chase wins and lose sight of the process. A young group here who looks like very well could be forcing a 1-game winner take all to see who goes to state in this EPAC against a very senior-laden Martinsburg team.
The 1-2 to Buber, lined into right center field, and already there is Brady Roberts. He didn't have to go too far, kind of shifted over perfectly. That's out number 1 here in the top of the seventh.
Yep, everything seemed to be falling there for Jefferson last inning. A lot of blopes that just fell under the glove of Alter, and then you get a shot like that from Buber that caught, and that's just baseball for you. You just got to keep on swinging the bat.
First pitch swinging is Oviedo, and he's unable to get a piece of it for strike 1.
This 7-run hold up. We'll see how Martinsburg plays with their back to the wall as Jefferson come out clawing like they were.
0-1 fouled off, and off the roof of the locker room for Jefferson. It's strike 2.
Corners, the Cougars were cornered and backed into a corner, and they come out fighting. See what Martinsburg does tomorrow.
0-2 high for a ball. Count now 1-2.
Again, if this holds. It's the way Morgan's throwing. It's been lights out all day long.
Pitch 101 for Morgan is fouled off by Oviedo. Count now 2-2. So you see some action over in Jefferson's bullpen just in case. Morgan sets the 1-2 to Oviedo. Fastball that's lined and down for a base hit into left field. Oviedo ends Riley Morgan's no-hit bid here in the 7th.
I just showed 0 hits. I just wrote it down and cursed him. I guess it counts when you write it too and don't say it. So, showed Dylan. I said 2 outs away from a no-hitter, and just on cue, I look up and a base hit into left field.
That brings up Alter. The pitch from Morgan swung and missed by Alter for strike 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 pitches. He's at 103. This will be pitch 104 from Morgan. And that is ripped into the first base dugout, almost taking the head off of John Lowry Sr.
Young man still got some reflexes, but he's going to move to the back now. He's going to get off the fence. I
can't blame him.
Him and Rick Kozlowski down there are going to back up a little bit.
0-2 count now to Alter. Morgan sets the pitch. Fouled off, way out of play to keep the count at 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not sure many people, if you give them an opportunity to bet, would have taken a 7-0 win over at Jefferson.
Nice pitch low at the knees of Alter for a ball. So count now 1-2. Especially, we said it at the beginning, haven't said it since. Going into this game, the 3 games that these 2 teams have played, Jefferson's only scored once against Martinsburg. So this one in the dirt and coming over to the brick, so that'll allow Oviedo to jog his way over to second on the passed ball, and a 2-2 count to Alter.
Very well, maybe the first Martinsburg player to make it to second base tonight, isn't it?
No.
We had someone in.
Alter made it to second.
Okay. Second Bulldog to make it to second base tonight here. It comes with 1 out in the 7th with 2 strikes on Alter. And but yeah, there's many people that would have given, certainly would have, I think it was 50-50 whether or not Morgan or Lane could outlast each other. I think that was kind of a draw, but to say that Jefferson would put up 7 runs and Martinsburg would put up none, probably nobody would have predicted that, but Jefferson found a will and a way as they got their backs to the wall.
Here's the 2-2, and that's popped up. Shallow right center field. My view got cut off, so I wasn't able to see who got that one. It looks like it fell. Okay.
Yeah, it fell.
My view was cut off by Cole Smith, the catcher. So
it fell for a single as everybody converged and no one laid out for it. And so Martinsburg's still alive here.
So back-to-back singles. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and trying to see how many pitches Raleigh Morgan's at. Does he have enough to go here, or is that cut off in playoffs?
No, it's still in there.
Pitch popped up by Ben Reisenweber, and that's into shallow left center field, and that's down. Throw to third, though, gets the runner, as Oviedo had to stop halfway in case it was going to be caught. So, great job there for out number 2.
Yeah, Oviedo hung up like it was going to be caught, and he needed to be off the bag a little bit better there to give himself an opportunity if it does drop. And he was more setting up. He wasn't off the bag hardly at all. Didn't give himself a chance at all.
So a rare 8-5 fielder's choice.
That ends the day for Raleigh Morgan.
Raleigh Morgan will get a round of applause from the Jefferson faithful. As he goes 6 2/3. It's Jefferson 7, Martinsburg nothing. Here in the top of the 7th with 2 out. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break for the pitching change. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
We welcome you back to Sager Memorial Field as we have a pitching change for the Jefferson Cougars, which is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361 as coming in, trying to get the final out for Jefferson. It's number 9, Cole Lewis. Lewis will be going up against Owen Rupenthal.
After the out, Martinsburg had 3 straight singles there, possibly as Rasenwehr blooped his single, which would have been a single in there, but Oviedo kind of caught in no man's land, couldn't get off the base too far in case someone called it and doubled him up at second. But also had a little bit of a bad read once it dropped and got a late jump going into third, so they were able to get him out, force him out at third with a throw from short center field.
So does it still count as a single? Or just the 8-5 fielder's choice? So only 2 hits.
Yeah.
John Lowry Sr. coming out to talk to his battery that's now out there in Cole Lewis and Cole Smith, the pitchers and catchers for Jefferson. Before Owen Rupenthal, the DH for Martinsburg, steps up. Again, 7-0. Jefferson leads Martinsburg in the top of the 7th here in Game 2 of the best 2 out of 3 series. Martinsburg won yesterday 1-0, so Jefferson out away from forcing a winner-take-all Game 3 tomorrow. Lewis's first pitch, Rupenthal low for ball 1.
Lewis sort of takes on the role that Rupenthal takes on from Martinsburg. Comes in late, shows a different look.
1-0 in the dirt for ball 2 to Rupenthal.
Lewis not happy with that, as he's been instructed to just throw strikes. With a 7-run lead, throw to contact, let the defense get an out for you. As he's dunked 2 in a row.
2-0 at the knees, called a strike to Rupenthal, so count now 2-1. Alter at second, Reisnweber at first. That grounded foul down the first baseline by Rupenthal, so Martinsburg's now down to its potential final strike.
Alter at second, potentially could be the starting pitcher tomorrow, as he's got a lot of starts there for Martinsburg in that 3-game series.
The 2-2 softly grounded, coming off the mound and bobbling. It's Cole Lewis. He's able to scoop it up, throw it over to first for the out, and we will see you tomorrow night at P.O. Faulkner Park for a winner-take-all Game 3 between Jefferson and Martinsburg, as the Jefferson Cougars are victorious this afternoon 7-0 over the Martinsburg Bulldogs. So both teams now shake hands behind home plate. We'll step aside and take a 2-minute break and then be back for our post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
out? Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Welcome back to Seger Memorial Field as we enter our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page as the Jefferson Cougars are victorious in Game 2 of the best-of-3 series over Martinsburg for AAA Region 2 crown, which means we will see you tomorrow night back at Martinsburg. Final score 7-0. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Trip Tobin. Our on-site producers Dylan Bishop. Cameraman is Aiden Sensible. Back at the studio, Nick Verzolini. And Trip, kind of said it at the start. We needed to see Jefferson's offense somehow, some way show up, and boy, did they. 7 runs off 9 hits. Riley Morgan with a lights-out performance on the mound as well for Jefferson as they hold Martinsburg scoreless for the first time this season.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you give Riley Morgan some run support, you're going to beat any team in the state, I believe, the way he throws the baseball and the way he threw it tonight. We look at it, him and Lane DeLauder locked in all the way up through 5 innings. They were in a pitcher's duel, a 2-0 ball game, very similar to what we seen last night. And then Jefferson just finally the third time through the lineup was able to put together a couple hits, a couple bloops, and everything just went their way there in that 6th inning, and they finally found some offense. And it's just you know how hard Jefferson works. Like Martinsburg, we're around the Berkeley County and Jefferson, and me being around there, with the Legion and working on the field and things, I see how hard they work, and I know how hard this team down here works, in Jefferson County. So 2 best teams out here, that put in a lot of work and fighting each other to a winner take all. Tomorrow is just going to be it's going to be an exciting game. Martinsburg's got to leave here, and their seniors have to go walk graduate, and then they have to take all that excitement and not be able to. They woke up this morning thinking maybe they could be headed to Charleston and graduate and maybe have a night off and enjoy it, but instead they're going to go graduate, and they're going to have to conserve some energy, get to bed, and they're still 1 game away from their goal, and they can't let this get away. But Jefferson grabbed some momentum. And they're 1 game away as well, and they need to take that momentum and ride it, and that offense as well needs to keep clicking if they're going to win tomorrow. I think tomorrow you probably maybe see Alter, Ovi, Rasweber, one of those guys. Maybe he's going to hit throw against maybe Jet Gross would be my guess, at least to start off with. And I think there's going to be some runs on the board tomorrow. So it's going to be an exciting baseball game, and it's a winner take all. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to call.
The game summary was brought to you by the Mansion Freddy Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Waiting here for our post-game interviews with our player of the game today, and Riley Morgan for Jefferson, which is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere, as we wait for him and head coach John Lowry Sr. to make their way down the first base line. Before we get into those, and then after that we'll get you today's game stats. Again, final score between these 2 teams, it was Jefferson 7, Martinsburg nothing. So the series now tied at 1-1, which means a winner-take-all game is necessary tomorrow at P.O. Faulkner Park. 7 p.m. first pitch will go on air at 6:40 again for that one. What kind of bug is that right in front of me now? Look at that thing, Trip. Just started crawling down our tent here.
Certainly
caught me off guard.
A large
looking here and came into my
you're going to come over now.
My level, yeah. There it goes.
Jefferson out there cleaning up the field now. They're going to be able to kind of celebrate a little bit more tonight and relax. And as Martinsburg, like I said, has to walk the walked the graduation line tonight, but what can you say about these two programs? It's just been, certainly there's been years that Washington, including, and then last year with Hedgesville, but you see all those state championship, years out there, and you think of how many times that, one of the other teams here from the EPAC could have went down there and possibly done what Jefferson did there because of such talented teams here, and Hedgesville taking Martinsburg to the brink. At one point in the season, it looked like Martinsburg would just walk through the EPAC and maybe have a easy road into state. But these teams, there's so much talent here, and they just keep working and getting better. And it's just unbelievable what they're able to do. And Jefferson getting Riley Morgan back was big for them. As early in the season, they took some losses, and took some losses to the EPAC. And we thought maybe that they weren't going to be the team they've been in the past. But look where they are. They're a game away from a state tournament, and and spoiling Martinsburg's big season. But Martinsburg, they've played really well. If they're back against the wall, we've seen them win some real close games, and I think you're going to see a dogfight tomorrow. And I think Martinsburg, this will humble them a little bit to the point where, they'll now with both teams backed into a corner, we'll see how resilient each team is.
Yep, as we wait for Riley Morgan, our player of the game, to weave through traffic and make his way over to us. Kind of disappeared within the crowd, so trying to get Dylan to track him down somewhere. It looks like
I think he's getting
trying to get
a lot of hugs from the
crowd.
crowd.
High fives. Yeah, can't blame them. I mean, what a game for him. So, looks like West Liberty.
West Liberty,
so
West Liberty.
Can't blame them either.
West Liberty had called looking for him. I spoke to their coach, and they were talking to him, and come down to watch, and they've been looking to try to get him signed. And
here we go. Came from behind you, trying to scare you, Trip.
Yeah, snuck in on us.
Get his headset on. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Congrats on a fantastic performance.
Thank you.
For you and your team out there. Just give us kind of how you feel here after this one.
Felt pretty good. I was just doing my job, throwing strikes in there, making plays behind me. It helped a lot.
Going through the whole game, 6th inning, you're going to the 7th with a no-hitter, and give up a couple soft singles there and end up removed for a pitch count. But you were just dominant up to that point. You got some run support. But before we get into that, how did it feel coming in today's game with your back against the wall? What was the how did it feel in the clubhouse? After the loss last night, the close one that got away. How you feel coming here knowing that your season could have ended today?
We weren't that stressed. We knew we just had to come do a job, so we played like we had nothing to lose. So we came in here with a lot of energy, and it helped.
Coach Lowry has said multiple times on interviews and pre-games and post-games, we got to find ways to score a run. We got to score runs, and today you guys jumped out 9, 10 hits, depending on how you scored, 7 runs as the offense took off there. What do you think was the reasoning behind that? And take us through some of those at-bats and the approach.
I think just when one person gets a hit, it just helps the team with energy. Everyone feeds off of it, so I felt like when we got one hit, it just kept rolling.
So for you last night, not your best day at the plate, but you come in today, you put all that behind you, and you get a couple hits, you spark a couple big innings, and so you were able to, you guys were able to put that loss behind you, put those at bats last night where Boober seemed to be dominant and had complete control. You come up here today, different mindset, and you guys were able to pull off a victory and shut out the Martinsburg Bulldogs, who haven't been shut out all year long.
That's good news.
So tomorrow looks like we're going to see Game 3. Somebody's going to be crowned the champion tomorrow, and it's going to be an exciting game. And good luck to you. And I see you got some college exposure out here. Taking a look at you. You want to tell us about any of that?
I actually just committed to Shepherd the other day.
Oh, good.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm waiting on my paper to sign.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, congratulations on that. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right. Best of luck to you guys tomorrow. We'll swap out the headset and hand it over here to John Lowry Sr. Spin that over here. Give it to him, Trip, for us. Try to get wires over, not knock things over. That's empty anyway, even if it does get knocked over. But wait for Coach to get the headset on.
He's
Again,
relaxing
final score
here a little bit.
7-0. Coach, you good over there? Can you hear us all right?
I can hear out of this ear, I think.
All right.
Let's turn this one
that's because the
around,
other
please.
one's flipped. There we go.
Oh,
there we go.
Thought you were deaf for a second in one ear, didn't you?
That wouldn't be good. But congratulations on a great win for you and your team, 7-0. And let's just obviously talk about the offensive performance first, because that's something that you guys have been waiting for here against Martinsburg.
Well, we had a couple key hits, and I thought we had a couple guys come off the bench and get pinch hits for us, and that was certainly helped sustain that rally we had going and gave us the extra runs that, gave us a little bit of a cushion there. Going into the 7th with a 2-0 lead with them in the middle of their order, would have been a little more precarious than obviously the cushion we had. So we were fortunate to score those runs, and we'd only scored 1 run in 3 games against them. So maybe the law of averages were with us, and that we were due maybe to score a couple runs. I don't know.
Before we talk too much about today's game, take us through last night's loss. Was a nail biter. One gets away there. What do you tell your team in left field or in right field last night, and what was the feeling in the clubhouse today with your back against the wall?
Well, I was a little upset last night. I just thought at times we went up there and we didn't, some of these kids, it's the first time maybe they played in a game of that significance, and we got to be up to that. We can't let that kind of affect the people there. That's what you play for. That's what you aspire to, is to be in those moments. And I thought today we did better with that, and we got our feet on the ground a little bit. Last night's game, we weren't going to win if we didn't score any runs. So Cohen pitched beautifully, just like Riley did today. But we didn't have any offense last night. But you had to Carson Buber too. He pitched awful well. The key to him, he's not overpowering, but he throws everything with the same arm speed, and he has the ability to locate. And he's just he's a very good, very effective pitcher.
Buber, you say, or Morgan? Both.
Buber.
Okay, yeah. He's a very effective pitcher. He's done great this year. But you're getting Riley Morgan back. Give him some run support. He can beat the best of them in the state, the #1 team in the state all year long. Never been shut out. Your defense comes alive here today. Take advantage of a few free bases here. Your offense comes alive. Do you ride that momentum into tomorrow?
Well, we hope. We did have some nice defensive plays. I thought Riley made a nice one on the ball where he turned and got the out at first. I thought Alex had a nice play at third base where he kind of the long hop. I thought when we got the runner at third base there, on the ball that they really couldn't tell whether it was going to be called or not. Good throw, but Riley made a nice throw on a hop to catch it. The last play of the game, Cole stayed with it, kept his poise, and so we were able to get the out. Just a good team effort all the way around. We throw the runner out at second trying to steal. It was a good high school baseball game. Last night and tonight, I think, shows the strength of high school baseball in the Eastern Panhandle. Both of those were really good high school baseball games.
Yeah, but two great programs. Ever since I've been a kid, when you get out of here, a lot of times if you can get away from, you can get out of Berkeley, Jefferson County, and get down to Charleston. You have a shot, but it's usually sometimes the toughest games are right here. Some of the better, some extremely good talent. I get to see it in the summer, and I know how good they are when they come together and they fight each other. But tomorrow's winner take all.
Well, that's kind of comes down to that one-game format like it used to be. Like in the 80s, I remember when they had Dougie Creek and those guys, it was one game, one and done. There were some battles there, one-run games this way or that way, and that's just the way it is. We'll come out tomorrow. Hopefully we can score some runs and see what happens.
Any projected starter?
Yeah, Jet Gross will start.
Jet's going to start tomorrow. All right. Well, congratulations on the big win. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Thank you to Riley Morgan as well as John Lowry Sr. as Jefferson gets the 7-0 win over Martinsburg to force a winner-take-all Game 3. Let's get you now our post-game stats. Riley Morgan gets the win on the mound, going 6 2/3, giving up only 2 hits, struck out 7 and walked 2, and then Cole Lewis came in for the final out. The loss goes to Martinsburg's Lane DeLauder as he went 5 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, struck out 6, walked 2. Rupenthal goes third of an inning, giving up 2 hits, a run, struck out 1 as well. Again, Jefferson 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Martinsburg no runs on 2 hits and 3 errors. For Jefferson, an RBI for Dominguez with a hit today. Surf Guerra had a hit as well. 2 hits for Riley Morgan, 2 for Lewis with 2 RBIs from him. Seger had the clutch hit coming up with the 2 RBIs. Vickers also had a hit and an RBI. And That's it for them. Excuse me, actually, no. Williams also had a hit and an RBI. So that wraps things up for us here today. Again, tonight we have Martinsburg's graduation on our WRNR TV YouTube page as well as Comcast TV 10. That'll begin at 7 p.m. for those that want to tune in to that one. The winner-take-all Game 3 is tomorrow at 7 p.m. as well. Pre-game coverage will be at 6:40 for that one on Talk Radio, WRNR TV 10, and WRNR TV on YouTube. For Nick Verzolini back at the studio, our cameraman Aiden Sensabaugh, on-site producer Dylan Bishop, my color commentator Trip Tobin, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Again, final score, Jefferson 7, Martinsburg nothing. We'll see you tomorrow. This has been West Virginia High School Playoff Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talkradiowrnr.com. All rights reserved.